Hello everyone, welcome to another ZenWalks live stream. We are in London again, so welcome everyone. It's a beautiful day in London, a bit windy, but still, this is ZenWalks, so we don't care so much about wind. It's the only thing is that maybe the wind goes in the microphone, so hopefully everything will be okay. So welcome everyone. Don't forget to, if you're watching this live, to do this on this live stream. So click that like button, that's very important for the channel, and also tell your friends to subscribe, and of course do subscribe yourself if you haven't done so. So we are in Oxford Street. This is London. You can tell it's London indefinitely because of this and because of that's appearing right now, that bus coming. So there it goes. It's the typical two-level buses, and this is one of the modern ones. So again, welcome everyone. It's really a pleasure to be with you. I see already some people. Green Sprout, there you are. Thank you so much for coming. And yes, I kept my promise of doing the live stream after the premiere yesterday of that goal to which you contributed twice, or I don't even know if thrice. So thank you so much for that. That was beautiful. And yes, I will do a live from London no matter what, even if the goal didn't get fulfilled, which didn't happen yesterday. By the way, if you didn't see our yesterday video, we just premiered a video recorded in the Madeira Island, Portugal. So do watch that video because Madeira is quite amazing, and we do have a playlist of Madeira videos for you to watch as well. So there's a lot for you to enjoy here at ZenWalks. And one of the things is that there's always a good frequency around on ZenWalks, and we can see that already from the community that's already joining in for this live stream. So we have Green Sprout. I already said hello. Welcome to London, Green Sprout says. So thank you so much for the welcoming. Ricky Beltran, hello, there you are. Mark Lindley, bon dia maestro. Mark says, how are you? Everything good? So nice to see you, really. It's always such a pleasure to see everyone, the ZenWalks community, just, going online and saying hello to each other as usual. So yeah, Elena Rosa, there you are. Elena is also a very regular presence in the ZenWalks live streams, wherever they are, isn't it true? Elena always appears, if it's Porto, Lisbon or whatever. So yeah, we just arrived in London this morning, and I had actually a beautiful lunch, which is always my how do I say, my personal project, to have a nice lunch at the Franco Manca chain of restaurants, because you know ZenWalks already a lot, and you know that ZenWalks is crazy for pizza, and especially pizza from Napoli, from Naples, and Franco Manca is one of those chains that just does amazing Neapolitan pizza with sourdough, and it's really amazing. So I do have a beautiful pizza on my stomach at the moment. Sorry to say if you didn't have lunch yet, but it's just so nice. I get emotional about food as well. So yes, so Numberless, there you are. Thank you for joining in. It's so nice to have you. Oh, I should cross here. No, I'm not going to. It's a bit crazy. I was going to cross Rogue. One is advised to not do that in London, for sure. But oh well, I'm just doing it. I'm going to cross to the other side of the road. So I didn't say the usual greetings, I mean the usual information. I greeted you at the start of this, but this is the 8th of June 2025, and it is in London around between 17 and 18 Celsius. So it's a nice weather for London. It's not hot, not cold. There's many people in t-shirts, of course, because this is kind of a warm weather already for people who live in the UK. So it's summer approaching, isn't it? So that's always that nice feeling of summer in the air. So yeah, we are in Oxford Street. That's where we are walking right now. And I can see there's a lot of UK flags on the streets, which I actually didn't film earlier. But yes, there is a lot of UK flags, which is very nice to see, really. This is one of the traditional London taxi cars that they go. And yeah, so my friends, I am open to suggestions about the route for today. So I'm in Oxford Street. So you tell me if you want me to go somewhere specific. I can just go anywhere, really, because as long as I can walk, some walkable distance, please. But anyway, so do tell your friends on WhatsApp, Facebook groups, or whatever you wish. Just say there's a live stream from London right now, happening right from the center, very center of London, in Oxford Street, one of the main streets in London. This is Oxford Street, and you can see how many people here are walking. This is a Sunday anyway, so people are just enjoying a day out and just, you know, may do some shopping as well, because there's a lot of shops on Oxford Street. And it's one of the streets where you can see, I would say, maybe one of the streets where you can see more buses going, because there's always buses going on Oxford Street, so it's quite amazing. So there is a big Marks and Spencer here, which actually, you know, I'm Portuguese, was running in Portugal for a short period, Marks and Spencer, but unfortunately they closed down. They decided to close their operation in Portugal, maybe because the market is too small for them. And so I don't care so much about the clothes, but I do care a lot about groceries and the supermarket they have. They always have very nice quality and fair prices, I find. So I will leave the UK tomorrow with at least a couple of packages of tea, and I'm sure some cheese as well, some cheddar, which they do sell. I mean, there's a wonderful cheddar with truffle that I'm crazy for. So two things I'm crazy for in life, which is, I mean, food related, of course. It's cheese and pizza. So yeah, if you know me, you know those are the two things I do really enjoy eating a lot. And pizza has cheese as well, so it's 2 in 1. Anyway, so yeah, keeping walking on Oxford Street. This is our project. Lawrence Mikkel, there you are. Thank you for coming. We have TK Maxx here, one of the big stores in the UK, where you can buy brand merchandise for fair prices. TK Maxx is very well known, and there's a lot of people right now. I'm going to put my camera a bit up so you can see. I'm not even there. So yes, Lawrence is saying hello to everyone, and yeah, there's a lot of people right now. I think we have 10 people watching at the moment the live stream, and everyone, of course, is very welcome to the live streams as always. Everyone's welcome. So you can see the British flags already at the top of the street. It's a bit tricky to walk here actually, because there's so many people. So Lawrence is saying he'll take the back seat this time. We need you 4 directions. Yes, Green Sprout is saying. Well, yeah, I would like some directions, because I'm just wandering really. I'm wandering around and I don't have any destination really. But this is something I didn't do last time, which is Oxford Street. I didn't do that on the last live stream. So the last live stream I did was kind of the Covent Garden area, and also Piccadilly Circus, I think. Or at least in some of the videos I did And live streams, I don't remember. I did Piccadilly Circus, I did Covent Garden for sure. But I thought, okay, let's do Oxford Street because it's something different. So Zen is in charge. Green, I don't know if that's a good idea. I'm just walking, absorbing all the amazing frequencies of London. So this is the Oxford Circus station. There it is, very, very old-fashioned in the old times, with the tiled walls, and inside the building the station is. So it's all very clear in the London Underground. So they're very clear, no entry here. So entrances are on the other side. This is just exit. So just exit, and it's very clear, no entry written everywhere. Because of course everyone in London is with a bit, I should remove the bit word out of this, are in a hurry. And so you need to be very clear in signs, especially in public transports where there's so many people using them. So you don't need fancy signs, you just need signs that are clear. And this is a straight, direct message to Portugal. You don't need fancy things in metro, you need functional things in metro and underground. So yeah, I'm not going to say more because people who know me know what I'm talking about. I think you don't need marbles in underground stations, you need them to be functional. And don't spend money in marbles and instead of having more metro lines as we did in Portugal. So we are a bit, how do I say, praising the superficial rather than the substantial, I would say. I'm being very critic here, but yeah, that's how I feel. Having lived in different countries and contacting with so many different cultures, which I have the luck and the, you know, of living and experiencing. So yeah, anyway, so let's keep moving. So let's check your comments again. So as usual, if you don't have the live chat window open, you should try and look for it because it's right there. Just open it and then you can see all people joining in and saying hello to each other, and you can also join in the live chat. You just need to be a subscriber of ZenWalks, but you can just subscribe, and after 60 seconds YouTube will open the door of the live chat for you. So do subscribe to ZenWalks, and you can, of course, if you see this not live, you still are able to see the live chat. Of course you can't join in because it's already in the past, but you can see the live chat window. Everyone can see that window, but do subscribe to ZenWalks because there's so much to offer, and don't forget to hit that bell icon so you are you have notifications of all our videos, premieres and live streams. Lawrence Mikkel is saying I love this, and Elena Rosa is laughing of something that happened. Lots of movement there, Sonambulas. Yes, it is quite busy. It's a busy Sunday, I think, in London. London is always busy anyway. So we have a 360 camera just walking ahead of us. There it is. That's also a nice thing to have. And then you can edit your videos. So, and then, let me check. You're doing great. Green Sprout is saying Oxford Circus is great to walk down. Yeah, thank you. Yes, I'm enjoying it quite a lot actually. And the sun is now starting to appear, which is very nice. I'm loving this too, Green is saying. Thank you. Yeah, I'm just kind of wandering around really, because it's nice to walk on Oxford Street, really is. It's very, very nice. Although I don't know where I should go next, but this is really, really so full of life. There's the bus going. Elena is smiling at my metro comments. Well, isn't it right? I think you may agree with me, Elena, if I know you. I think you should just focus on the important things, especially for what it is. It's a transport system. It shouldn't be a work of art, and mind you that I am an artist, so yeah, but I think there's places for art rather than metro stations. I'm going a bit blunt here. Of course, it's nice to have a work of art in some metro stations, of course, and I'm the first one to say that's very important, but don't spend money anyway on things that are not really important for the efficiency of the system. That's what I think. Having lived in Madrid for 6 years and seeing how the Madrid metro is always evolving, including they are going to remodel the circle line they have to be totally automatic, and they're starting works right now in June or May, I think they started, and that new brand new line will be completely automated and remodeled in the 1st of January 2026. So it will be done in 8 months, but never stopping. So the line will close in stages, and they will have their first automated metro line. I would never see that happening in the Lisbon metro in my lifetime. But I mean, let's not be negative. So it's just nice to see the differences, that's all. So my friends, this is a pleasure as usual to have you on this live stream. It's beautiful to be in London, it really is. Michaels, there you are. Sorry, I didn't see you there. I used to live on this street. Did you live on Oxford Street, Michael? That's amazing. Toward the other end, okay. Wow, that's amazing. That's very, very good. So I hope the connection is good. Sometimes where there's lots of people, the connection can be a bit tricky, but I hope everything is okay. And wow, all these UK flags going down there. It's quite amazing. Yeah. So I'll check my map because I don't want to get kind of too away from the center, from the center of London. But I think it'll be okay. London is very big, so the center of London is just huge. So there is a bit of wind, as I was saying earlier. Let's just take a kind of a look to the other way so you can see. So my friends, you tell me, where do you think I should go? If you want to suggest something, you can, of course. You're always welcomed to do that. So I'm just sending you the location of where I am right now. I think it went, yeah, there it is. So the location is there. They are kind of the things that you have here. It's just that there's a lot of kind of people just going with bikes and just going around, which is very good, going in bikes everywhere, and just you know, of course you have now a lot of music by this, what we call that, we call it tuk-tuks in Lisbon, but I think that's a different, it's not of course a Portuguese term, but yeah, anyway, I think it's a bit, sometimes a bit too much noise for me, but that's fine. And then we have Boots, of course, that's the one of the most famous kind of pharmacies in UK, and yeah, quite well. So let me see again your comments, because there's more comments coming. What is this? Is there some live kind of performance there? I don't understand exactly what's going on there. Some people are walking. I mean, are watching. Yeah, something's going on. And then, so we have more people watching. Green Sprout is saying yes, and the flags were to commemorate. Okay, on the 8th. Okay, Sari, thank you so much, because I didn't know what was that for. Thank you so much. So Bassem Murad, welcome my friend, is asking, have you passed Bond Street tube station? I have no idea. Actually, I'm so sorry that I don't know London enough. Maybe I did pass it already, but I'm not sure. I'm actually not sure. Let's take a look at this building, which I find very interesting, because it's very pointy and kind of a bit thin, in a way, at least this end of it. Lawrence is saying, I used to work on the left, a waffle shop. Is it still here, Lawrence? That waffle shop? That's very amazing. Thank you for sharing. Wow, it's amazing when these live streams or the Zen Walks videos can bring you some memories. So the Bond Street Underground is there. I don't know if that's what you meant, Bassem Murad, but yeah, the underground is there. You can see the symbol right there. Bond Street Station. Yeah, there it is. So you go down. Let's take a look. It's very usual, very common, very normal for the underground to have entrances on buildings in London. And hey, and then you have, there you go, Bond Street Station. So this is it. Of course, there's all the information for step-free access to this station. Please use the opposite entrance in Marylebone Lane. Cross Oxford Street at the traffic lights. That's great. Yeah, great information. Sonambulas. So Sonambulas, yes, Soho is quite close by actually. That could be a nice idea, walking a bit in Soho. Would you like that? Unfortunately, I can't make polls during live streams, which is something YouTube should actually maybe start doing, because it's so nice to do polls on live streams as well. So this is really a beautiful day. I'm just kind of stopped because I'm just absorbing the frequencies here, which is very nice. So shall I go to Seoul? What do you say, my friends? Shall I do that? This won't be a too big live stream tonight or today. Also because I don't have so much data for roaming in Europe. So yeah, I can't do eternal live streams or else I spend my data. I do have unlimited in Portugal, so that's a good thing. There you go, the buses. It's like a challenge or something that people challenging to stay hung for 10 minutes, I think. But that's quite difficult, I would say. Let's take a closer look. Let's go there, because I find it curious. Bassem Murad, sorry I missed you. So you said you would show me something, but I don't know what you mean now, because there's always a big delay between the live stream and you know, your comments. So they come a bit late. So when you say something, you have to kind of anticipate if you can, because sometimes it's hard for me to know where exactly it is. So Ronnie Scott's, it's a legendary place in Soho. Okay, I could do that. So it's like what? Like a pub? I don't really know much. Ronnie Scott's, there it is. Okay, we can go there, of course. That's fine. So there's people hanging. I would say this may be a scam or something, but that's quite hard. And I don't believe they would give £100 if you hang for 90 seconds. I don't really think so. But anyway, let's just keep walking. There's a Disney store on our left. So I'll cross here because there's some scaffolding here that's not so nice. So Bassem, you're telling a lot of tips for me, but I think I'm missing them. I'm sorry. When I look into the comments, then I see maybe it's past. It's very nice to walk here, really. It's very beautiful. This is so fun, Lawrence is saying. I love seeing old familiar places. I'm so glad, Lawrence. It's a very good thing, yeah. It's very nice. Yeah, I know what you mean. Seeing places that were, you know, important for us in a way, and seeing them again, especially on a live stream, because it always has this, you know, interesting thing about a live stream is that it's happening right now, and you're seeing exactly what's happening now in London, and you can see this all over the world. If you have the link or you are a subscriber of Zen Walks, you can see what's happening in London right now, which is the interesting thing about live streams. Yeah, it really is. it is. Did you visit an English pub then? Well, yes, I did already. Not in my recent trips, no, to London. But yes, I've done that before, and it's quite unique. It's very special. Of course, you have now English pubs around the world, really, but being in one in UK is really a very nice experience. It's really very nice because you really can feel the British mood on an English pub. It's really, really special, yeah. So my friends, shall I at a certain stage turn to Soho? I think Soho, if you want me to, I'll go there. But I'm enjoying very much doing Oxford Street, really am. It's so beautiful. This is a painted golden mailbox, which is interesting. I hope the camera is stable enough. Sometimes it gets a bit strange on this gimbal, but I think everything is fine. So we have 12 people watching. And I hope you're enjoying this. Sorry, I'm kind of saving my voice a bit because I'm still not completely recovered from my little issue in my vocal folds. But I am much better, but I can't talk so much. Especially if there's a lot of noise, I tend to force a bit, and that's when I notice, okay, I'm not yet completely well. So since this is also one instrument of my work, then I have to kind of be a bit gentle. So I'll try to speak a bit more softly maybe, so I don't hurt my voice so much, but I will keep talking. So do expect, of course this is an information that is more relevant if you're watching this live, but do expect some interesting videos coming up soon on ZenWalks. So yesterday I recorded one of the main festivities around Porto city in Portugal. It is called Senhor de Matosinhos, like the Lord of Matosinhos. Matosinhos is a place in the Porto area, and it's a festivity in the Matosinhos town that goes for several weeks. And yesterday it was a special day because you had fireworks at midnight. You had fireworks at midnight and everyone went there. It was so amazing. Yeah. So yeah, it was really very special. Wow, this is amazing. And so I was saying about all the new ZenWalks coming soon. So this is one of them. The other one will be, if everything goes right and according to plan, so let's turn to Regent Street right now. So this is Regent Street. We just turned right. So I intend to maybe film tomorrow night in Lisbon, if there's no delays in the flight. So let's see if it goes well, because people in Lisbon are, and I am talking all about festivities, you know, in cities like Lisbon and Porto in Portugal. And Lisbon is celebrating Santo António. Santo António is the main festivities of Lisbon that usually happen, not usually, they really happen in June. So that's the big Lisbon festivities. And of course, the big night will be the 12th of June. And there's a holiday on the 13th. But people are already going out a lot during this exact weekend. And so, being a holiday in Portugal on the 10th, which is Tuesday, there will be a lot of people in the streets in Alfama. So my project is to land in Lisbon and go and maybe film there. So do expect a video in the next days of how Lisbon is already celebrating the Santo Antonio festivities. And you have already a video here on ZenWalks when I walked last week in Alfama to see the preparations of that big party. And there is already a lot to see on that video. So you can see all the colored ribbons going on, all the stalls already assembled to sell the sardines, the bifanas, and bifanas is just pork steaks on a bread. That's very typical from Portugal. And yeah, that's, the preparations are there, and I know some of you who are watching this live already saw that video because you were at the premiere of that video as well. So yeah, there's a lot to come soon on the channel, and do enjoy that. So let me check your comments because people are already commenting on what I just said, which is so nice. And Sonamula's saying it's a nice day. It really is. It's a beautiful day. How brave, Zen? Yes, well, I'm a bit brave, I think. And Green is saying, wow, sounds great, Zen. I can't wait to see the Matosinhos celebrations and the Alfama celebrations. Yes, thank you. Yes, I will. I want to show that to everyone. This year I'm a bit away. Usually on this time of year I'm a bit more centered in Lisbon, but this is not the case right now. But I'll try my best, because I do have the night of the 12th in Lisbon, so I can use that. But then the next morning I fly to Spain, so I don't have much time to edit the video, but I will try my best to edit it and upload it so you can see how the big night in Lisbon was, which is the 12th precisely. So hopefully everything will go according to plan, including the recording of the 9th of June. So here we have this amazing building. Look at that. Beautiful. Liberty. So it's a department store at this moment, I think, isn't it? But I don't know if this was a department store from since the beginning. Maybe Green or Lawrence, you have, I'm sure, much better information than I have. So please enlighten us about this beautiful building. So it has luxury and fashion and luxury homeware. It's an amazing building, really. But is this a kind of a revival building? Because I can see the architecture is kind of modern, made into old. But maybe or maybe it was just remodeled. I don't know. But it's quite stunning, stunning, really. Wow. department store like Harrods. Yeah, it's quite amazing. Don't want to cross here, but there's no one coming. No, it's a beautiful building. Look at this. It's beautiful. Yeah. So let's go here. Let's take kind of a detour. So this was established in 1873. I don't even know how to read that name actually. Wow. Very beautiful too. It's a Tudor revival from 1875. Thank you, Lawrence. That's good information. Indeed. Very charming street we are walking right now. To walk in London. Again, I was a bit tired, but I think I reveal myself a lot during these live streams, and natural, and I should do 65 minutes, maybe 70, not 70, but almost, because I recorded the whole 20-minute fireworks, so that is quite impressive to see. And of course then I had to arrive to the hotel and pack everything because I would leave early morning to come here to London. And I'm saying this because I was almost thinking, maybe I should rest in the hotel. But no. Life is too short, I think, to just stay in the hotel resting in a different city. Especially being London, which really, really needs to be enjoyed. That's what I think. I think that really very, very vividly in my energy, you know. It's something that I really think, and you just should go if you can. And then I can rest some other time. That's fine. I can rest tonight. Yeah, so anyway. Great videos then. Michaels is saying thank you. And Lawrence is saying, so not original, but still quite old and impressive. Lawrence is saying about the Liberty building, yeah. So anyway, yeah. So here I am, just doing the live stream right now, and not really feeling tired, because I'm very well. I think when I will stop today, maybe then I will be tired. That's how it usually goes. When you stop, you get the feeling of tiredness coming. But I'll just keep going until I can, because after this, maybe I would enjoy filming something for the channel as well, like a long video in London. Although I know they are not very famous, these videos in London, unfortunately. But I mean, that's how it goes. So yeah. Well, let's take a walk here on this. So you have already the Soho written on those letters over there. So that's already part of the district, you know, of Soho. And actually we could go there, but I feel like just going on this way somehow, because it's a bit of a different route, not so many people around, and I think that's also nice to watch. Love this London walk, Sonambulas is saying. Thank you so much for saying it. So I feel very happy that you like it. It's as you know, it's always a pleasure for me to take you with me in my walks. and trying to make this also a nice experience for you. You know, filming wise, let's just keep it stable enough so you have a good experience. Elena Rose is also loving it. That's very nice. So let's go in this garden, Golden Square. This is the name of where we are, and maybe this is could be the good idea for me to send a link to you. Yes, I'll do that. I just have to remove something from here. So this is the usual very nice London little squares with gardens where people can enjoy just, you know, a nice afternoon out and being with friends, drinking something, playing ping pong as you have in this park here. You have some ping pong tables and everyone's just here playing. Well, on the other table they are. So let me just stop for a minute here. So I can send you the link of where I am. So my other map is not collaborating as I wanted to. This happens many times. But yes, so you can look also on the Google Maps, but I think it's easier if I put it on the link, you know, a link on the YouTube live chat. So here it is coming to you. Yeah, so that link is there. You can see it already. So we are on Golden Square. I think I didn't know this square. I don't remember at least being here. So it's a beautiful area, very calm. There's not much traffic around, and people are just enjoying as I am. I would actually sit a bit. Look, those girls are on the lawns there. That's something in London very typical, because you have some squares like this where you can really have a nice relaxing away from the bustling life of big London. So here we are. We are walking on Low John Street, so it's much more quiet here. And then we are going to cross Brewer Street. So here we go. Maybe there's some interesting archways there. Maybe I'm going already a bit away from my destination. Yes, I am. But I just want to go across there. So that should be, if I'm right, that should be Regent Street up ahead. I guess so. Yeah. And of course, then you have this kind of shopping mall crossing the building to the other side. There you go. Well, we can walk a bit on the Regent Street actually, and then turn left to go back to Soho, I think. Maybe I'm getting away from Soho already. Yeah, I am. Let me put Soho. And here we are. Lawrence is saying such clean streets, no rubbish. Yes, that's true. I really find that's true, yeah. So Regent Street, I think I'm correct, ain't I? Yeah, this is Regent Street. So up ahead is Piccadilly Circus. It's a beautiful sun, which is, I can tell, I mean, sometimes you don't get so much sun in London, so it's beautiful to have this sun. And we are arriving at Piccadilly Circus, because a part of the big screens are under renovation, because the building over there is with scaffolding, so we only have one part of it. So I will cross actually before it's too late and just film the screens for you. So without even wanting, we are arriving at Piccadilly Circus, which is one of the main landmarks in London, is Piccadilly Circus, and I'm taking you with me right to the center of Piccadilly Circus. That's very exciting for me. I hope it is for you too. So here we have the screens, of course, on this side. That's quite amazing, isn't it? I love it. Oops, we have a bit of confusion here. And of course, as usual, there's lots of people at the fountain at Piccadilly Circus, just resting and sitting down. And then, of course, if I turn my camera around, this is true London. All those screens going. Times Square in London, yeah. It is, and you would have more screens on that side if I recall correctly, but of course they now are under renovation, so I think, if I'm not mistaken. So we only have one side, and there's a screen over there too, but yeah.
Tipim Show diye kendisi gösterilerini yapıyor.
This is quite nice, and there's so many people here. Just, you know, look at this. It's really amazing. I love it. It's very special. And that's the thing, I don't recall if I did live stream from here or if I just recorded videos. But Green Sprout should know. I really don't remember so much. And this is one of the entrances to the Piccadilly Circus underground station. So let's keep walking. We could go down there to Leicester Square, but we've done that before, so I would maybe eventually turn left there to Chinatown and then go into Soho. Oops, I think I'm going in a big group. Of Italians, yes. I could tell that. And so I hope you're enjoying this, my friends. Again, if I don't talk so much, it's just because I'm just resting my voice a little bit. Not that I am not excited about it. I really am. Green. So there we go. I love London. I really do. And you know that I'm not a city guy so much, but London just has very high energy. And yeah, I love Madrid too, as you know.
I thought you were angry, man. I thought you were angry.
Okay, so... Well, I said I was not going to Leicester Square, but it's right there. So I think why not just take a small look at Leicester Square again, which I always find so interesting that we can just, you know, since once you are in the center of London, then everything is a bit close. Sorry my friends, I didn't warn you, but I put the microphone off for a second because there was some copyrighted track over there playing and I couldn't cover it with my voice because I'm not really healthy on my voice and I can't force it. So this is Leicester Square. I hope the connection is good, because I don't get many comments from you. I always get scared when that happens, that you are not watching and the connection lost or something. But I hope everything is good. So Lawrence is saying, feels so good there. Lawrence, it's true. It's really true. It feels very, you can tell this is a Sunday. Because there's people sitting on the grass, just relaxing in family and just, you know, just enjoying a nice day out in London, because it's not cold actually here in Leicester Square. It's not windy either. And it's just nice to sit down and relax, really. For me, it's good connection, Lawrence is saying. Thank you. That's important. Everything is good, Elena is saying. Thank you so much. That's good. I'll have to leave you all for now as I'm starting work, Lawrence is saying. Enjoy the rest of this walk and thanks then. Thank you, Lawrence. Thank you for coming and have a nice work there. Really. Wow, beautiful sun. Look at this. It's quite amazing. So let's go a bit into Chinatown. We're not going through the big gate. As you know, there is a big gate, several actually, for going in Chinatown, but we're going on a kind of a side street, going in there. But it's still very nice. And then we'll go into Soho and then end there. Because it's a live stream already of 1 hour. And I should finish at around minute number 15 maybe, so 10 minutes more. I take the opportunity to thank you, of course, being here, always. In the Zen Walks live streams, it's always a pleasure to just be with you and taking you with me wherever I go. And you can always drop in and on and off on these live streams and enjoying commenting. So you can see it's already clearly Chinatown with all the balloons above us. And this is the big gate I was telling you about on our left. So that gate's appearing now. There it is. Look at that. It's quite amazing. It's very beautifully done. Hey, what's in camera, my friend? There you are. Welcome. Hi to you. How are you? So I suppose you're going to premiere today at 7, isn't it? I may not watch your premiere tonight because either I'll be recording here in London or eventually maybe resting. I don't know. I'm starting to feel a tiny bit tired, I should say, but still active enough to keep this live going on as always. Yes, so this is Chinatown, alright, yeah. 7:30, okay. Let's see. Hope I can watch your premiere, my friend. So yes, look at all these balloons, it's quite amazing. So you have so many Chinese restaurants around here. It's really all restaurant here is Oriental Chinese, and it's beautiful. It's really There's an ongoing permanent protest there. You can read a bit about it if you want to go back on the live stream and then check it out. Yeah, it's kind of a very serious matter over there. They are protesting against. Yeah. So here we are in the heart of Chinatown. There's a lot of people here, wow. Quite amazing. And quite a lot of people eating. So it's not only full of restaurants, it's full of people eating actually. So you have lots of esplanades, and then you have all this, of course, written many times not in Chinese writing. There's a name for that because I'm a bit tired. So yeah, it's and you have so many options here. It's quite amazing. So many options. Mandarin. I was forgetting the name of the written language. Yeah. So there you go. So because this is many times also full of Chinese eating here as well. And here is the other gate.
Thought you might like to walk through. She does, don't mind her, she does.
And so we are leaving Chinatown now. Still going under the balloons here that are present on the streets that connect to the inside part of the Chinatown area, and they are stunning. They really create a very dramatic effect. I'm hungry now, sonambulas, I'm sorry. That happens many times, doesn't it, on our live streams. I show you a lot of nice foods, and actually I had a big pizza for lunch, but I wouldn't mind having some dumplings or some gyozas or something actually. You know, I love to eat, so that's not a new thing for you, the ones who know me. So yes, let's keep walking for a bit. As I said, my objective was going maybe to Soho, although we kind of walked there earlier on. it was not so far away, I would even go to where it is, to the Big Ben, but that is definitely a bit far away, unfortunately. So here we go. Off to Soho, exactly. Yes, that's it. Vlogs and camera. That's our objective, to wander around Soho. Pret a manger, of course, this is very famous. Sorry for the sudden camera move, but I love the sandwiches they have there. I really like them a lot. And I think it's also a bit of fair prices, really, I find. So this is a bit already the Soho area, really. There's this feeling of lots of course, pastel de nata, veganata. So this is a vegan pastel de nata, which is actually interesting. I didn't know they had this type of thing. So the premium Portuguese custard tarts, they're there. Café de nata. Yeah, they actually look okay. They don't look exactly as I think they should, but I'm Portuguese, so I'm a bit of demanding in what relates to pastéis de nata, which I really like, although I don't eat them so much because I just don't have so much sugar in my life anymore. Actually, I try to not have any if I can. And yeah, this is full of life. Full of life. So here we go. And yeah, I mean,
Call it that.
here we are walking. And of course, Soho. I see a lot of rainbow flags as well, because there's a lot of liberty and, you know, gay rights and LGBT rights, also very, you know, present in Soho as well, and which is something that's just normal, or should be normal. Unfortunately, not always is the case. So we have the Comptons here, the very famous place, and it has, of course, the flags right there, and yeah, very historic places here. So yeah, fish and chips there, of course. It's amazing. So this is Soho for you, my friends. It's very close to Chinatown, as you saw. I just left it and I just had to cross a few streets, and here we are. So it's very, very nice. So we have Débora. Débora Alves, bem-vinda. Welcome. Thank you so much for coming. Débora, beijinhos do Brasil. Sonhar sonhando em conhecer Londres pessoalmente, mas por enquanto conheço pelos seus vídeos. Obrigado, Débora. Débora, vai sair alguns vídeos de Londres, vão continuar a sair alguns, já tenho alguns aqui no canal, mas vão continuar a aparecer alguns mais. Só tenho que ter tempo de os editar e pô-los cá fora. mas sim, isso está nos planos e os vídeos já cá estão, só que ainda não os consegui editar. Mas efetivamente vai aparecer mais vídeos, Débora. Portanto, vai poder desfrutar de muitos vídeos, para além deste, obviamente, deste direto que estamos a fazer aqui de Londres. Vai haver mais vídeos ainda que vão aparecer no canal para desfrutar de Londres. Portanto, obrigado pelas palavras. Fico muito contente. E aqui estão os pubs ingleses com muita gente já nas esplanadas a beber, e nós até vamos, na verdade, por esta rua afinal. So yes, thank you, Deborah. Deborah was saying that she doesn't know London yet personally, but she knows it through the Zenwalks videos. So yeah, here we are. It's we always try to show things to people. I take the opportunity of some work travels to just film or do some lives. That's the case of this one. So I wouldn't be in London just because I'm not a famous YouTuber that can spend money on on travels for the channel's sake. No, I can't do that just yet. Not just yet. Maybe one day that will happen, but not yet. No. So yes, here we go, continuing our Soho walk, and just enjoying, the nice atmosphere around, and feeling good. That's the main thing about it. So you see LGBT symbol over there, and it's very open area of London. Also historically repressed many times, in times where being homosexual was really persecuted and people were put out and arrested, and so luckily that's not happening anymore, at least in the UK. The United States are kind of going back, and kind of is maybe an euphemism. Things are going back in the United States, unfortunately. But oh well, history is cyclic, and the question is, with the civilization as we have right now, shouldn't go back. That's, I think, my opinion, and the opinion of many. But well, that's how it goes. Anyway, so we are not here for that. I'm going back to that street over there and then go. This is already the heart of Soho, so this is where I'm thinking of kind of ending this live stream. And of course, taking you with me and to this walk. It's just a bit wandering. As I said, I didn't have any true objective with this. It was just to take a walk in London and just absorb the good energies. Very special. I love it. So this is Soho for you. We didn't film here before, and this is a first for us, for the Zenwalks channel. So let me see, I have some new people that I didn't see the comments before. So Elena is saying, pastéis de nata persecute people. Yeah, they kind of follow people around, isn't it? Especially on the ZenWalks live streams, there's always there's a pastel de nata lurking around to appear in front of you on the camera. Yes. But yes, so and then we have Sparkly. Sparkly, welcome, my friends. Where are you watching this from? I'm curious. Do you do live stream often? Spark. I do not so often as I wish. My activity, working activity, doesn't allow me to have a fixed live stream schedule, so I can't unfortunately do that. So I just do what I can. I live stream sometimes, but not always, you see. So yeah, I do try to have a live stream kind of schedule. Usually during the weekends I do, if I can, I live stream usually on Saturdays, but today is a Sunday, so, and I was in London. I arrived today, so I thought, okay, let's do a London live stream. But yeah, unfortunately I don't have free weekends because I'm working. So it is difficult for me to keep a schedule of live streams as I would like. So that's it. That's the answer is I do it not as often as I would like to. No. But well, thank you anyway for watching, and I would like to know where you're watching this from. So Art Deco car park on the right. Did I miss that? Walks in camera. Where is that? I think I missed that. I think it was long ago maybe that you said. Is it? I didn't see. I'm curious. Well, it's a bit difficult now to see that, but yeah. Every weekend Sparkly is asking if I don't usually have free weekends because as a musician I'm performing a lot during weekends or I'm rehearsing. So yeah, that's that's the usual life of musicians. Really, is not having weekends. So yes, I had actually 2 free weekends recently that made me feel very awkward because I was almost not used to them anymore. And so yeah, even this one is not free. Okay, I have a free day today, but I'm performing in London tomorrow, so that's why I'm in London right now. So yes, it's interesting. So yes, here we are, one of the pubs, of course, with a crown. There it is, a tavern, and there's a lot of pubs like this in London and in Soho. So let's go down this street here. This road is closed, so if cars go according to the rules, they won't come behind me. I hope not. So we have the musical Moulin Rouge here. Teresa, bem-vinda. We are almost finishing now, but still, you're always welcome, of course. So yeah, and the Devonshire. This is another pub, and there's queues to go in the pub. Look at that. It's quite amazing, isn't it? And so this theatre, Piccadilly Theatre, has this banner saying everyone is welcome here. And that's very, very good statement. It's a very important statement in the world as it is today. So yeah, that's very, very important. So good. Well done indeed. I know, people are not queuing, people are having their beers already, so it was not a queue. I thought it was a queue, but I see beers on the hands and people enjoying dark beers or blonde beers. So this is the Devonshire, and it's full of people just having drinks outside the pubs. That's the usual British way. You grab a beer and come to the street to have it. So this is beautiful. It's really very special. So my friends, I'm going to end this. I hope you enjoyed this live stream. I'm going to end it in Piccadilly Circus because we just kind of made a circle into Soho and arriving back at Piccadilly. So we are under the big screens right here, look at that. There's a hot dog spot here. Of course, Boots is on the other side. And the Piccadilly Circus Square right here. And Regent Street, the one we just came down earlier, with beautiful buildings, Victorian architecture. Nuno Maduro, já tenho saudades, tenho de voltar. Nuno, bem-vindo. Pois é, Londres é especial, não é? Ficamos com saudades. Não sei se viveste aqui em Londres ou não. Mas normalmente quando vivemos fora depois saímos e temos saudades, não é? É normal, porque os sítios dizem-nos muitas coisas, não é? Fica sempre gravado cá qualquer coisa, normalmente boas coisas, boas frequências. Ah, Mark Lindley, thank you so much. Let me put a love heart on your super chat. Thank you so much, really. You're very, very nice, really. So Mark Lindley just gave £5 to the channel on a super sticker or super chat. I never know the difference, really. So the important thing is that your action, your intention is there, and you decided to support the channel even further. So thank you. That's really very, very nice. I really thank you. So Sparkly, you liked to see the real London. Yeah, unfortunately live streams you can just go until just a certain amount of time because of your steps as well. I'm okay, I could walk more, but actually I do have a bit of a sore foot. I have a problem on my right foot at the moment. So it's maybe later on tonight I may regret doing this walk, but it was worth it. So yeah, I was saying that I would even go further into the Big Ben, into the Thames River, but unfortunately, yeah, it's already 1 hour and 30 minutes. I was saying I would end at 1:15, which I didn't. I always do more. So I really hope you enjoyed this, my friends. Thank you, Mark, again for your contribution. I do have some comments appearing. Teresa Teixeira, cheguei muito atrasada, não faz mal. Nuno, estás a perguntar, what type of food will we get tonight? Ooh, how do I say this? I don't know. I got very full from my pizza at Franco Manca restaurant, but I love pizza so much that I wouldn't mind having another pizza tonight from Franco Manca, precisely because it's Neapolitan style. But I know I would regret it, that for sure, because unfortunately I can't eat and go to sleep. I can't do that. It's just, I consider myself very young, but one of the things I never had very good is I can't eat and sleep. I get very strange and a bit sick. So yeah, I have to be very careful with what I eat tonight, because I suspect I may have to go to bed early, because I do have a performance tomorrow at 1 p.m. GMT time, so Greenwich Meridian time, London time or Lisbon time, and that will actually be broadcasted on BBC Classical Radio. So if you're at 1 p.m. local time, London time, if you want to tune into BBC Classical, do that and you'll listen to my performance. So yeah, that's it, that's revealed. It will be a performance on the Wigmore Hall. So yeah, so I'm assuming that I can't be tonight long out or just, you know, a lot of hours. No, I can't do that, unfortunately. So yeah, that's why answering the big answer is all this that I said. I don't know what I'll eat, because unfortunately I can't eat too much. That's it. So nothing wrong with 2 pizzas. No, walks in camera, not at all. But for me, I would have to have one at breakfast and then another one at lunch, and not one at lunch and another one at dinner, because then I wouldn't sleep. Unfortunately, I would love to be able to do that. But yeah, I'll have a beer for sure, one more beer tonight. And yeah, so we have 25 people watching, and Ricky Beltran just gave a $4.99 super chat. Thank you so much, Ricky. That's very, very generous of you, really. So with your generosity, your and Mark, it's already kind of 10 euros that you just contributed to the channel during this live stream. So I really thank you a lot for doing that. It's so nice, really so nice. You always make me a bit emotional when you do this super stickers and live chats. So that's very, very, I really, really appreciate that so much. So Green is saying, thanks, and I'll be tuning to the BC to hear you tomorrow. Thanks. Thank you. Thank you so much, Green. Yeah, 1 p.m, sorry. At 1 a.m, I hope I'll be sleeping. So my friends, this is the end of this live stream. I really hope you enjoyed this. Do share this live stream with your friends and WhatsApp groups and friends and Facebook groups, and tell them about the ZenWalks channel. And so have a nice week ahead, have a beautiful Sunday as well, and see you soon on some Santo Antonio Lisbon festivities. Don't miss out our live stream, and this is one that's already on the agenda, on my calendar. Not yet scheduled on YouTube, but it will be soon. Which is on the 12th of June, so next Thursday night I will do a live stream from the center of Lisbon, Alfama, where the big festivities of Santo Antonio will be happening. So expect a lot of sardines, a lot of laughter, music, thousands of people in those narrow streets of Alfama. So it's very exciting. If you want to check how it is, you can check already on the channel. We do have a Santo Antonio 2024, several videos. So SANTO and then space and then ANTONIO. That's Santo Antonio. If you look for Santo Antonio ZenWalks on YouTube, you'll find those videos. Or you just look in our Lisbon playlist anyway. So yeah, expect that live stream. Tune in. If you're not from in Lisbon and you are not partying, tune in on ZenWalks. I would do that live stream at around maybe 8:30 or 9, and just enjoy it. So thank you again. Have a nice Sunday. Have a nice week ahead. thank you for your contributions again, Ricky and Mark. And I do really appreciate that a lot. And of course, as usual, I do this to show you that, of course, when there's a contribution, you see my ZenWalks t-shirt. There it is, right in London. Yes, so this is it. Thank you, my friends. So take care, enjoy this last seconds of London Piccadilly Circus on your screen, and see you soon. Take care, my friends. Thank you for your support. Take care and bye bye.